Hello everyone. I wanted to do a weekly challenge update video for this week, July 23rd, going into the 30th. I logged in. I forgot I took some Nuka Shine right before I logged out, and I know that I was going to teleport away. There I go. Uh, let's see where we end up, and then we will start this video off right after I get back to my camp. And we are waiting to load in still. Still loading. There we go. Okay. Looks like we are in the back of the Skyrim wagon from one of Bethesda's other games. And where is this exactly? We're down here by Vault 96. What a quick, easy way to fast travel. We're going to head back up to my camp and we're going to go over these challenges for the week and see how we can get them done quickly. Be back shortly. Okay, we are back from our night of drinking and we are going to check out our weekly challenges. As always, any of these that you're going to do, if you have a score boost available and you're ready to just rock and roll and get through all of these, activate that score boost for that 25% increase. That way, instead of this being worth 1250, you'll get an extra 325 out of it. Alternatively, if you have some of these throughout the week, if you don't think you're going to do them all in one go, you can use your re-rollers, whether you have 2 for being a Fallout First member or you have 1, and you can re-roll your weeklies to try to get epic ones that are worth more. So this is great if you think that you sometimes need to get a little bit more, or you want to get a little bit more boost and you want to play some more RNG luck on your hands. The top challenge can only be obtained Thursday or later, because it basically means you have to do complete all of your dailies 3 times. So that would be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You can actually get this one awarded. So if you are a casual player, you could use a strategy where you log in and just get these done and then log out. Or not play long. It's kind of hard because a lot of this stuff is you're going to do it just playing the game. But if I were you, I would just get all these done as soon as possible with a score boost and then move on. So let's start with the first one. Complete an event. So this is pretty simple. It will work with either public events or just regular events in general. So we have a public event showing up in about a minute that I can kind of show you. But in the meantime, if you go to your world activity and you scroll over to all of these are events that would count. And then also any of the public events. So all you have to do is 3 of them total. As you can see here, there's already 3 going on right now, and they're all pretty new and pretty fresh. And you can just playing the game normally, you'll catch a couple public events. So pretty simple challenge for the week. Then let's go through the rest of these, and then we'll put them into use. Craft a throwable object. You need 20 of those. Eat 25 pre-war food. Harvest 30 wild plants or fungi. Kill a human enemy. Kill Mirelurks. Scrap junk to produce bone. Scrap junk to produce oil. And sell Guai ribs. So let's start at the crafting bench and work on the throwable weapons. So I am here in my camp. I have changed my configuration here to make sure that I have super duper equipped, so that anything we craft will actually slightly give us a chance to get more of them. You just go to the weapons workbench here. There is a category here called throwing weapons, and whatever is the most appropriate. To me, this uses the least amount of resources. So craft up, if you have super duper, I would craft up about 15, 12 to 15 of them. See if you made the challenge. If not, see how many it made, and then make up the difference afterwards to completely maximize your budget for your junk. Let's get into the next one. Eat pre-war food. Okay, there is quite a bit of pre-war food that you can use to get through this event. I will go and start at the top here and give you some examples. But basically, anything pre-war is anything that doesn't spoil, and it probably, like you find it in the world that you pick up. That includes canned dog food. That's one of the choices. You can't craft it at a workbench. Whatever it is, you can't craft it at a workbench. You have to find it. So another one would be like sugar bombs, these fancy lad cakes. If you were to find something like the popcorn doesn't work, but like Salisbury steak, for example, Instamash, Blamco mac and cheese, anything like that that kind of has that kind of category that you know it's like prepackaged food, that will count for the challenge. So it's pretty simple. You just find it. What I like to do is I like to keep a little bit of that stuff saved in here. I have the canned dog food on me. And as I get more, I kind of just throw it in here throughout the week. So I also do that with bubblegum for a different reason. It's usually because it counts as candy. But you know, sugar bombs, I would eat the sugar bombs that have no rads, because the sugar bombs with rads are actually way more valuable for other reasons. So these are used to make brain bombs, so they're worth probably 100 times more than what you think they're worth. So let's go into the next one here. Next would be harvest a wild plant or fungi. This is pretty simple. So all you have to do is, while you're out adventuring in the wild, you are down by the river, you're in the forest area, whatever, all you have to do is look for something that naturally spawns that is a plant or a fungus. So that would be the glowing fungus, the brain fungus, blackberries, for example. These would count. So as long as it's some kind of a food, since it wants a fruit, mut fruit would work. Those would all count. It would not count corn or carrots because those are vegetables. So you do have to know the difference. But actually, wild plant, it would definitely count. So you're good for anything wild. Flowers, for example. Let's move on to let's get back to the human endies and the Mirelurks in a minute. Let's go to the junking things, and we'll take a look at those at the crafting bench again, the Tinker's Workbench. We are at the Tinker's Workbench here, and we're going to cover both the craft bone, or breakdown bone, and breakdown oil, so scrap them. The easiest way is, if you have that stuff in your scrap box or in your stash, if you have excess of it, you know, there's 6,000 there, and then waste oil 1,200. All you have to do for these particular ones is go to your Tinker's Workbench here, and then go to bulk, and you're going to look for bone shards. So just bulk enough. It looks like one of these bulked is 20 bone shards. So when you break it down again, it will give you 20 bone shards back. It's going to cost you 2 plastic, not a big deal, but it's super quick to do. And the oil takes 10 oil and 2 plastic. So just do that. That'll get you your 15 for 2 of those. Alternatively, if you are having a hard time finding bone, you can get bones by looting any type of super mutant. Usually they always seem to have bones. You can get bones super quickly by going to the White Springs service entrance, and there is a dumpster there. I will actually take you there in a minute, and you can get a bunch of bones super quick right there. Super simple. And then the oil. The best place that I have found for oil is actually Blackwater Mine. And you're going to be looking for canisters. It'll be aluminum canisters, gas canisters, Mr. Handy fuel. They have so much of that. You do not even need to step into the mine, and you can get your 15 very, very easily. I will give a quick little run here. We'll get you some. We'll get some 15. We're gonna do that towards the end on both of those. That way, if you already know how to do those and you got that part handled, then you can end the video early since you won't need help with that. Kill human enemy is self-explanatory. This will count for cultists, it'll count for blood eagles, it'll count for raiders, any human. Humans are all over the place, so I don't think I need to give you guys too many areas to go to. Some of my favorite, though, would be any of the blood eagle camps, and most of them look like this, or even like this, that they have this little chain with the skull around them. And then any of the areas on the map that have this symbol is pretty much cultists. So that will get you, every single one of these places seems to have humans. So very simple to do. The Mirelurks, the 30 Mirelurks. So there's a few places that are kind of my go-to for Mirelurks, and you may have to server hop because 30 of them in one time is kind of hard. But my favorite places are Highland Marsh. You can probably get close to 30 here if the Mirelurk hatchlings spawn by you getting close to the eggs and maybe walking over the eggs. They all count as Mirelurks, as well as the queen that's there, the kings that are there. You can also get a bunch of Mirelurks in the Wendigo Cave. They are a little bit more in there. There's some ghouls in there to start out too, but you get about 10 of them in there. Then if we go down here into Cranberry Bog a little bit, Max Farm has a bunch of Mirelurks. You're going to find some at Quarry X3. Both of these have about 6. Then you can find Mirelurks also at, I don't think you can get them at Superior Sunset Farm, but you can definitely get them at Sunrise Field. And then another kind of like useful place to find them is right here where Luresburg Station is. Directly south of there, there is a place that you can get them. I'll actually uncover that and show you since I don't have it on this character. And there's usually 5-ish there. So those are some good places to kind of go to and do over and over again because they 100% have Mirelurks. And there's no question that they're going to show up. Those are the only enemies that spawn there. So if we're here at the station, if I just turn here, you see the little Ferris wheel icon on the bottom. It is literally just right here. And there are the Mirelurks. So you'll get... Let's see how many we see here. We have the hunter. This is also one of the only places that you can consistently get a hunter. So, looks like we have about 3. So, pretty easy place to go. 2, 3. You can rinse and repeat this place throughout the week. Let's move on. Okay, and then the last one on our list before I show you some places for bone and oil. Sell Yao Guai ribs to an NPC vendor. So this is one of those two-parters. You have to kill a Yao Guai. I've done previous week videos where I show you locations for several of them. And then all you have to do is craft the ribs. Now, what it doesn't tell you is that you do not have to craft the most expensive rib. The light Yao Guai rib only takes 4 ribs, and it counts. You don't need to make the ones that take 8 ribs or anything like that. As long as it has the word Yao Guai rib in it, it will count. So that will help you get those quicker. And then you just take them to any vendor and sell them. with that, we are going to go to the two places that I was talking about for bone and for oil, and I'll show you a real quick run where you can probably find most of it. But if you're good with everything else for the challenges, you can skip. But if you want to learn a little bit because you're not sure, then stay tuned. Be back in just a second. Okay, we're back and we're ready to collect. So where I went was I went to the White Springs service entrance, and this is where you spawn in. And the bone is just so simple here. You just go over by these dumpsters, and this is a great place for brain fungus too. But here you have all these bones here, and you just kind of got to look in here, and you can pick up any of these things, and you'll get your 15 bones that you need, no problem. So I kind of just slowly go around here. There's quite a bit of stuff around here. And then over on this side, there's more. But if we kind of look in our junk here, so we're looking for like the pelvis. These are what we crafted. So we want to look for the stuff like the actual pieces right here. 3 bones, 3 bones, 3 bones, 2 bones. We've already got what we needed. We only needed 15. So, and there's plenty more here. You just kind of, there's a skull, there's another rib cage. And all of this shouldn't really matter if someone else is coming to get it. It's one of those things that's should be lootable by everyone. They have their own little pool. And you'll get your 15 right then and there if you need them. So with that, I'll take you all to the oil field that I call, I'm sorry, the Blackwater Mine, which is a great oil field. So we'll come back to that in a second, and we'll show you a little route I have that will get you at least 15, maybe a little bit more quickly. Be right back. Okay, we are at Blackwater Mine, and just bear in mind, you probably already know this, but there are some mole miners here. Not many, about 7-ish or so outside. So I went and took care of them real quick, and now I'll show you the route that I like to do for oil when you need it. Again, this is one of the best places. I've also removed all my junk. I just put it in my stash, and I didn't break it up instead of my scrap box. That way I can still preserve that I have not turned any of that into anything yet. So when you come over here, I have the blowtorch shows up. What I had done was, if you go into your inventory and go to component view and you go down to oil, you can tag it. Which is the X button on mine, and it'll show you how much you get from it. So in the parentheses, this says 1 for oil, because that's what the blowtorch gives. This is a culmination of things, so you're going to see multiples of it. Now you can hit the button again to change back, and you'll see that it gives 1 oil and 2 steel. So you know when you'll hit your limit just by tagging it first. Then you have an aluminum canister right here, and the aluminum canister gives 1 oil, 1 aluminum. Then we're just going to go around here. I'm just going to jump over here. And then we're going to go right into this building right here. And right down here, we have an oil canister. We have another oil canister. And I believe that is everything here that is oil related. Nope, we have a soap. So soap also gives oil. So if we look now, we have the oil canisters give 2 oil each. So we are quickly accumulating our oil. The next place we're going to go is right into here, and this portable fuel tank. And we have another aluminum canister. And then we have another blowtorch up here. And let's just quickly check right here. The brass miner's lamp does not have oil, but there are lamps that do, and that's why, like lanterns do, for example. So we'll go over here real quick. There's another blowtorch. And then you can also check these, because for randomly generated loot inside. Let's turn on a light here. You're not always going to get it, but you might. Turpentine is not oil, so we will move on. we'll go upstairs, and there's a few more sources of oil up here. We have another oil canister. We have another aluminum canister. We walk over here, and we duck. This yellow paint can is oil. So if we'll take a look at that, we actually go back to the component view and just look at the number of oil we have. We have 17 already. The paint can gives 2. Soap gives 1. Portable fuel tank 2. The oil canisters 2 each. The blowtorch 1 each, and the aluminum canisters 1 each. Oh, there's some dog food if you need some for your pre-war food challenge also. So we'll pick that up. And there's a few more. This is just right outside. There's actually more of these inside. I'll take you inside real quick just to do the front part. But right over here, we have another blowtorch. And we have another blowtorch. And again, you can check things like this to see if there's anything in there. In that case, there isn't. And then we can check here. Nope. And then if we just walk right up here, we have another gas canister. Come around to the back here. And I believe we just go through the door here. I thought there was something back there, but I must have been mistaken. Then up here, there's another dog food. There's another aluminum canister. And I think we can now safely go inside. Oh, we got another one. Another gas canister here. So the rusty canister, no. But right now we've already, if we go back to component view, we've gotten plenty. If not all of those are up and you need a few more sources, we can go inside real quick and I'll show you a few more places right inside that should be available. And I'm going to show you one other place that's kind of like a secret. So it not very many people know about it. So it might help you even more if you're just not finding it. But you got a canister here. Miner's lamp, no. But we have portable fuel tank. There's nothing in here, so don't worry about going inside there. You have another soap right here. Oh, we got the dish rag on accident, but there's the soap. And then we kind of go around here. Got another fumeless blowtorch. I think gives 3. Yep. And then, as always, check these. But there is, if you kind of jump, you might have to crouch, but you can get the red paint can, and then you can jump up here. I just use my jetpack a little bit, but you can definitely do it out of your jetpack and get up there with jumping and crouching. And you can get that paint can, and then you have a gas canister and a portable fuel tank right there. And it looks like you have an aluminum canister there. So you have already found quite a bit. We can also just go right in here, and you can get another soap here. Kind of just look around here. This is the washroom area, so you can open up. Nothing there. And we'll just have a quick look into this bathroom. Nothing there. And there is another blowtorch, and then I think we are good. So that is, there's actually more down in the other area of this area. As you're walking, you will find quite a bit more. You just kind of look on top of things. You'll see a bunch of these. Like, see, here's another one. But they like to put those cans just inconspicuously on top of objects all the way down there. But that should get you going. And if you need more help, you can look up some farming routes for that. But that should get you going for now. I'm going to show you one more location that's kind of a secret. Let me turn on my light so you can see me. And then we will go to the recap of the video. Hold on just a second. Be right back. Okay, so the last spot I wanted to show you, it's kind of like a secret spot. I did not find it. I want to give credit to Arden Kane's channel. He has a great oil running route, but this location is right near Camp McClintock. It's off of the area though. This is the closest fast travel location. So when you come in, you will be right here. And what you want to do is you want to turn yourself to where you see this giant tower here, but you're not going to that tower specifically. You are going to go to the one that is next in line to this other leftmost one, or westmost one. So we're going to run down here. Just a really quick run, but if you're lucky and there's not a lot of people that know about this place, you're going to get all the oil in this one location really quick. So I'll kind of almost there. Now what we're looking for is that bathtub right there. So if you walk up to the bathtub, it is filled with soap. Now the trick to this is sometimes when you grab something, it's going to move and it's going to maybe fall through the world. So see how some of those fell? So you kind of have to be a little careful. You maybe have to experiment, like which one of these can I grab before they fall through the world. But there's just a ton of soap right there. And it's a great place if you just want to collect a bunch of oil really quick. So didn't see how much we had to begin with, but I know we got about 10 to 12 right there, and there was more there. So if you switch servers, you can go back here and get the remaining ones. I sincerely hope that that helps you all, and we will go to the recap shortly. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm here at the end of our oil farming route, which was our secret spot. I gave credit where it was due. It was not my original spot finding, but I did wanted to say that if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the likes on there, so please take the time if this was helpful to hit the like button. Subscribe, please, if you want to see more of these, because that way I know you want to see them. And leave some comments if you know some other good places to get some of these things done, because the whole point of doing this is to help you all. And if you have a better place, I will note that, and I will make sure I include that in the next video that it's relevant in. That way we all get better. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. You guys have a good day, and see you next week. Bye-bye.